kept saying, we don't know, we don't know. They were unable or didn't see that he was on felony probation.
Frustration as local domestic violence victims say faults in our legal system are putting them at risk.
That's right. After several high-profile cases exposed essentially failures in Nashville's criminal justice system, Fox 17 News is getting answers and seeking accountability for domestic violence survivors.
Well, tonight, Fox 17 News investigates Kelly Avellino. She is examining the critical changes Davidson County is making.
Every day I just felt like this was the man for me.
Daun Bauman married that ideal man, but 1 month after taking vows, she says a different person emerged during an argument that turned brutal.
I was knocked unconscious, and then the injuries are consistent with him kicking me while I lay unconscious.
Bauman reported the assault, landing her husband in jail. She then discovered his extensive criminal history with convictions for domestic assault, aggravated stalking, and violating a protection order with previous women in multiple counties.
And it was astonishing the number of arrests and guilty pleas that he's made for violent crimes.
Bauman immediately told officers, court clerks, and the jail he was on felony probation out of Williamson County and shouldn't be let out on bond.
They kept saying, we don't know, we don't know. They were unable or didn't see that he was on felony probation.
Within 2 days, her husband was released on a $5,000 bond.
Scared, terrified.
Bauman was forced to wait for months in hiding until a court hearing when her estranged husband was finally put back behind bars for violating probation.
A glaring problem in the Davidson County court system is that magistrates setting bond don't have access to a defendant's criminal history outside of the county that they're in. I can tell you Davidson County is now making several changes to fix that, as well as some other loopholes in the system.
You can have someone that has committed a homicide in Georgia or in another county in Tennessee, and our commissioners have been unable to see that.
Diane Lance is the director of the Metro Office of Family Safety, which helps more than 6,000 domestic survivors each year. She says after cases like Bauman's, they've made a significant change. Metro Nashville is hiring 6 more court administrators to run the NCIC criminal background checks, so magistrates can now see a suspect's entire history.
It's been a lot of great progression we've seen with our court system and trying to better ensure victim safety.
Progress, and there's more. Nashville is also adding court staffers to specifically make sure defendants comply with bond conditions, like giving up firearms and also obeying GPS tracking monitors. Ankle monitors, like the one Bryson Rivers wore. Rivers skipped town from Nashville after getting charged for doing this to Lauren Johansson. Despite having an ankle monitor, prosecutors say he tracked down Johansson and beat her to death.
We knew that he was going to come for Lauren when he got the opportunity.
Now these staffers, called bond compliance monitors, will help keep tabs on defendants like Rivers.
And then there's this improvement. Metro police officers are also filling out domestic violence lethality risk assessments to help explain how dangerous a suspect may be, so magistrates can then factor that into the bond they set.
Safeguards to protect survivors fleeing abusive and potentially deadly situations.
And I didn't want to be part of that statistic.
As every 20 minutes, Nashville officers respond to another domestic violence call.
Here's another important change. There's also now an additional judge handling domestic violence cases in Davidson County to help cut down delays for exposed victims waiting for justice. And there are a lot more new safety guards happening in the Davidson County justice system that you can learn more about in this story right now on Fox17.com. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.